Hello, this is Bluefire, and I purchased the Tomb Kings for Warhammer 2, and I've been enjoying the fuck out of it, to be honest. And I figured, why not record the quest battles, since I'm way too lazy and slow at playing the game to actually do a full campaign. I figured at the very minimum I could just do the campaign battles. I haven't done any of these yet, so this should be interesting. And I'm starting with the first one for Cetra, which is for his crown, the crown of Nehekhara. The description is: deep in the ice-toothed mountains, a Norscan host lurks in wait. Their leader knows he harbors a relic of great significance, even if he does not glean its origin. In due course, he will know the truth and its terrible price. The king will not be denied a second time. Today, Cetra will grant his crown and exact his bloody vengeance. I'm just gonna teleport because I'm lazy and rich. And oh boy, I'm probably gonna curse stop him, to be honest. But let's do this. Cetra's forces has located. Cetra's force has located those in possession of the crown of Nehekhara, possibly thinking the crown will protect them from the imperishables ending wrath. They are hidden in a forest area from which they believe the trap will be sprung. Blah blah blah. All right, well, let's just get straight into the battle.
Today, we dispatch these faithless barbarians, these petty thieves, in tribute to Jaff, the god of war and death. He will feast as the jackal dies and grow fat on their souls. For who dares stand before Cetra in defiance of his will? I am the King of Kings, the imperishable, and I will see my crown returned.
Well, I'm going to admit that wasn't quite as badass as I thought. But this should be a relatively easy fight. I have a very top-tier army at this point in the campaign. Perhaps too top-tier to make this any challenge. And honestly, I'll probably do the rest of the quest battles just from the quest battle menu. Simply give the AI a fair fight. This is on hard, because I find on higher difficulty the AI just kind of goes crazy and will march across the planet to kick your ass. But let's start by taking a quick look at what I got in my army. I got Cetra on his war chariot, and he is a pretty powerful lord, although I feel like he could be better. That's just me. And then while we have everyone start to move up this way, take a look what else I got. I got a Khemri War Sphinx. This is actually still the first one from the beginning of the campaign. And honestly, this guy carries hard for the beginning of your campaign, to the point that he was basically soloing entire armies by himself. Next we got the Necro Sphinx. I haven't actually had a chance to use this guy yet, I just got him. So we'll see how good he turns out to be. Then we got the Hero Titan, or however you pronounce him. Pyro Titan, perhaps. Again, I haven't used this guy yet, just got him. Should be interesting and fun to use. And oh, jeez. It looks like that. I'm already fighting. Chaos Marauders, this is going to be a joke. My Necro Sphinx, my Necro Knights can probably do more than enough. And taking artillery shots from up on the hill, so we'll send those guys up there to take care of that. And the introduction of my army is more or less complete. The rest are just 2 guards and a Casket of Souls. I don't really like the Casket of Souls either, to be honest. I also hope that these guys aren't hiding as well. There aren't too many hidden enemies like I thought there are. Yeah, you know what, let's have Cetra take out those guys. Let's have him charge the great weapons. Did nothing. Let's see how much damage this guy does.
Yes.
Couldn't even make it complete through the formation. Yeah, let's see. Oh, hi guys. Probably way overkill. But there is no kill like overkill. And yeah, I am really, really overrunning these guys. And I'm also way, way too powerful for this part of the campaign to be taking back the crown with my essentially top-tier army. Let's send over the hero. Let's send... Where's the hero type? Higher type. Jeez, this guy is very slow. Very, very slow. Alright, let's take these guys. Move them over this way. Cetera, keep killing him. Have you kill him. Let's actually bring him over there. Oh, good old Marauder Horseman. Oh, Chaos Knights, those could be a bit bigger of an issue. If I had to guess, the Venom Knights would lose that fight given enough time. And my poor infantry just can't keep up with the onslaught. Quite upsetting, to be honest. The Dingers are actually really fun faction. They have extremely weak infantry, from what I've been experiencing, but their monster units are just ridiculously powerful. Some of the most powerful in the game. And the campaign setting as well, they just snowball so hard. And I look like such a scrub in the way I'm controlling my infantry, simply because I'm trying to get them into the fight. As quickly as possible, so that they can actually get into the fight and not be completely left out. And you know what? Let's use a good old-fashioned Sekhmet's Incantation of the Skull Storm. And that's way too long to say. Well, that was satisfying. And what are you... My lazy-ass Necrosphinx just doesn't feel like attacking, it seems. Oh, actually, the Realm of Souls is something that's I don't quite like. In a very early game, it doesn't really... It requires too many deaths to be of any real use. And then when you get into the big late game battles, I had a battle earlier where I had something like 20,000 units on screen. It was a Tomb King versus Tomb King battle, and both sides, we triggered all the way up to level 3, pretty much at battle start. It was way too soon. I understand that they need to set to a number that will be of use to smaller battles and multiplayer, but perhaps in campaign we better have it percentage based on how many units you brought to your army. Maybe that's just me. Those Marauder Horsemen are going to run away for eternity, aren't they? Yeah, they probably are. I don't really have anyone fast enough to chase them down. Still, they'll run out of javelins at some point and be forced to engage me. Just showing off some of that graceful Norse battle tactics of simply running away and being of no real threat, but a massive pain in the ass. I really can't wait for actual Norska to get back as soon as possible. Although these sepulchral stalkers are probably my favorite units of the campaign. They're just so cool looking, and they actually fulfill their duties, in my experience, better than the Ushanti. The Ushantis are a pretty big disappointment. Oh, they have more units. Here, I thought they were finished. Chaos Trolls, the General, and a Giant. Where's my... And my Necrosphinx is 10,000 miles away. Well, that's alright. I didn't want to see him fight another monster. Oh, the higher Titans here, though. Let's bring in good old Nehekhara. Let's cast Neru's Incantation and Protection. Add some bonus damage as well. This guy get in there. You go finish off them. And I really, really want to see this guy actually do something. He's so slow. That'd be overkill. And it would seem for some reason that this button doesn't work. That's okay. That ability sucks anyway. Alright, looks like his slow ass is going to get over there just in time to see the entire enemy army shatter. That was way. And yep, that looks like that battle's over. Surprise! A top tier campaign army beat a early game campaign battle. Boy, aren't I a badass. At least Setra's looking great in his Chariot of the Gods, and he just killed that troll. A decisive victory. They technically outnumbered me, so they're scrubs. They clearly had the better army due to numbers. And that battle was okay. It was basically me being ambushed repeatedly, but I don't think that would have worked even against an early game army of mine, simply because it was so spread out. Outside the two hell cannons that were in the forest, nothing... It wouldn't have worked. His army is way too spread. Come on, let's see that crown. Oh. And there we go, complete. Crown Nehekhara, which is +3 armor, +5% physical resistance. Chance of intercepting an army using the underway, beast pass or witters, +10%, which is... But most importantly is the augment, which is constant, around self-infects allies, 10% armor-piercing damage, 10% weapon damage, and +8% charge bonus. That's pretty good if I had to say. And that's that battle. It was okay, and the AI was too stupid, and well, kind of gimmicky. It just never would have worked. His army's too split. Well, if you like that video, you could like and subscribe, or leave a comment and tell me how bad I am at this. Thanks.